Dissociation is like a thick, hazy fog, invisible particles clouding the physicality of life, the entire expansive experience of perceptual sensations becoming clouded. A mirage grows where clarity would otherwise be. The illusionary life becomes inexplicable. The specifics becoming indescribable, the sensations becoming distorted, the particulars becoming a hazy sensation that lacks clarity and precision within its definition. Dissociation is like a misty cloud, a fog, rolling in across the home of your land, the landscape of your mind. Escape you cannot. This is the home where your consciousness lives. You cannot simply move to another part of town. It is the entire world of your mind that becomes submersed in this hazy cloud. There is nowhere to go. There is nowhere to go. We can only stay in this misty, hazy fog and hope that we don't crash our car, crash and burn, crash and want to give up entirely. We must simply cope with the fog and pray that it lifts soon. Humankind cannot control the weather. And it's so parallel with the uncontrollable sensations of the body when living with chronic dissociation. It is not a choice to dissociate. Sure, I can fight to be present. I can try a million techniques and work for hours and hope that I can feel my own skin, hope that I can feel my own breath, but it's never guaranteed. The gift of sanity is so taken for granted. And so when a misty, hazy fog rolls in across the town of your mind, across the entire landscape of your world of consciousness, everything that was once clear becomes confusing. Everything that was once familiar becomes disorienting. Everything that was once physically defined becomes this illusionary experience of energy that makes you second guess your own vision. Your own being lacks clarity as it attempts to move through the world around it. And even in speaking for the past 3 minutes, I have noticed 4 shifts in the way that I use pronouns, because I is never guaranteed. Maybe it's you, maybe it's we, maybe it's it. The I in this life is never guaranteed. My sense of self is not a guaranteed experience. My sense of self can dissolve at any moment. I am never guaranteed to know who I am as I move through my days. That is not something that I have the privilege of taking for granted. Chronic dissociation robs me of the specificity of my physicality. Life becomes a hazy mirage collage of energetic sensations that may or may not be the accurate interpretation of reality in any given moment. My world could become an illusionary projection of sensational experiential data from 10 or 20 years ago, and I might not exist in the present moment at all, and no one around me would know it because all they see is a physical person, even when I don't feel like a physical person. Chronic dissociation is like a hazy, misty fog rolling in, and suddenly the world becomes clouded. The world becomes chaotic. The street that you once saw with clarity in the path before you dissolves. It vanishes. It is no longer there. You cannot see it. You cannot feel it. You cannot know that it exists. You cannot know its direction. You struggle to follow it. You struggle to walk it. Chronic dissociation is like a misty fog, this hazy blur of invisible yet visible particles. And it comes and goes like the tides of the weather. It varies in different places. There are some parts of the world that don't really experience it, and there are other parts of the world who experience it all the time. And it's the same with humankind. Some people don't experience dissociation, and some people experience it all of the time. So please, be kind.